Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to show you 4 relatively easy but very effective horde-based designs in 7 days to die. Now this is a guide aimed more at newer players, and the horde bases I will be showing are ones that you can be expected to complete in either before day 7 or day 14, depending on your difficulty. However, you can take the concepts of these base designs and apply them to endgame strategies with endgame resources. Before I show you these designs, I just want to go over a couple of the parameters that I used to test them. I kept the game stage at 30 for all 4 bases, game difficulty was set at warrior, I had it set to times 32 horde for horde night, and I equipped myself with the appropriate items that you would be expected to find at this game stage so that my personal weaponry wouldn't give me an unfair advantage. I gave myself some throwing weapons, pipe bombs and molotovs, as they are often given out as reward items for tier 1 and tier 2 traders. Now, let's get stuck into the tests. The first base design is a design I've nicknamed the castle, because it's a stout, square structure surrounded by a small ditch filled with lethal spikes. The height of the walls is 4 blocks. You should never have the walls of a lower height, as it runs the risk of zombies being able to jump on top of each other and therefore get over your defences. The middle layer of the outer wall is made up of several slots with wooden bars, allowing you and your allies to fire arrows or shoot firearms outwards towards the horde. However, this is more of a secondary feature. The main feature that you should utilise are the areas of wooden bars on the 4 upper corners of the base. When the horde comes, they will of course try to follow the path of least resistance to get to you, meaning that they will take the route that has the smallest number of blocks for them to travel over to get from there where they are to get to where you are. The game's AI views a block of wooden spike traps the same as a normal building block, and so the zombies will try to climb up your walls using these traps, which of course kills them. It also traps them in the ditch, which is where these wooden bars come in. The bars are placed so that they are overhanging from the wall, allowing you an easy field of fire to send projectiles down onto the zombie horde, be that with bullets, arrows, molotovs, or pipe bombs. The base performs extremely well, and there were no major structural failures during the horde night upon my review afterwards. The next base is a design with a focus on pillars, and indeed it is a design that I've seen a lot of people use in the online servers that I frequent. The principle is simple: zombies will take the path of least resistance to get to you, but with a pillar style base there is no clear way up to you, and so the zombies just attack the pillars closest to where you are actually standing. This base has 8 pillars surrounding a central thicker one. It has wooden bars for most of the floor, allowing you to shoot projectiles down onto the horde, and there are 4 hatches built into the floor so that you may open them and throw down pipe bombs and Molotov cocktails. The pillars are surrounded by spikes, and you can of course add a lot more than what I have here, but I was trying to make this base achievable for people on their first week of the game if possible. The base is designed in such a way that if 1 or 2 pillars fail, the whole thing won't come tumbling down, so it has excellent redundancy built into it. It also costs a lot less resource than the other castle base, as you are building thin pillars of cobblestone instead of entire walls of cobblestone, so good for those that are strapped for stuff. This base design is a little bit more restrictive when it comes to being able to use Molotov cocktails and pipe bombs, however it makes up for that by giving you an excellent field of fire for bows and firearms. After a times 32 horde night, the base only lost 1 pillar, which was pretty good overall. The final 2 designs are a bit more resource intensive, and so they may be more suitable as a day 14 base and beyond. The first is a compact bunker style design. Its 4 sloped sides are designed to funnel zombies up to the kill zone, where you can take one of 2 positions. You can either fire at them from within the bunker itself, or you can stand on the roof and rain down fiery death. I recommend the latter. Surrounding the base with a few layers of spikes helps you thin out the first few waves of the horde, and throwing down molotovs and pipe bombs is definitely recommended, especially if you know where the zombies are going to be running to. The spikes slow the zombies down, causing them to bunch up, and that makes the perfect target for a Molotov. Once they have broken through the spikes, the next layer of the base design comes into play. The zombies are able to get right up near to you, but the bars, well, they bar their way, and you can unload multiple blunderbuss rounds into your foes at point blank range. This is of course going to become riskier at higher levels with spitting cops and the like, but for low levels it is frighteningly lethal, especially if you have 2 blunderbusses or a shotgun on hand. Structurally, this is the strongest of the 4 designs, and it suffered no major damage during this horde night. The final design of this video is also my personal favourite, the XBase. This odd looking base is designed to funnel the zombies into several kill zones. Again, it makes use of the zombies following the path of least resistance. The base is 4 blocks high all around, but in the middle at the base I have added wedge blocks, which technically means the wall in the middle is now only 3 blocks high. This means that the zombies will try to get into this central area. This central point is covered by wooden bars, so that even if the zombies do stack up on top of each other, there will be no risk of them actually being able to scale to the top of the structure itself. The narrow profile of the base's center also means that if you stand in the middle, you will be able to defend it from all approach angles. Now, standard practice is to fill the kill zones to the brim with spike traps. Now the long arms of the XBase itself will provide you with excellent fields of fire, from which you can send all sorts of nasty projectiles downrange to your foes. My personal favourite way of doing this is to wait for a group of zombies to bunch up near the ramps and then throw in a pipe bomb. This can often take out a dozen at a time, and it is absolutely hilarious. Now, due to the extreme funneling of the zombies, this base can sometimes take a bit of a beating in horde nights, especially on the higher difficulty. However, this design can be expanded upon and made bigger and thicker if needed. Now, there are of course other ways in which you can build a horde base, but I have found that on average, these 4 designs perform very well and are varied enough to suit different people's playstyles. The castle and pillar bases can be combined with a player's regular base as an all-in-one design, whereas the bunker and the X bases are more designed to be dedicated horde bases that you would just use for horde night, and you'd have a normal production and crafting base somewhere else. Now, whatever your playstyle is, I hope you found this video a little bit helpful, and if you enjoyed it, please consider liking the video, and if you have any questions or requests, please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. But until then guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day in the zombie apocalypse, and I will catch you all next time. Goodbye.